Hey everyone! First of all, before getting started with this video, I just wanted to apologize for being MIA for more than 2 months. I think it was almost 3 months. But the last month of my pregnancy, I was just focusing on getting everything ready for my baby and just everything ready in our house, but also my mindset, just getting myself ready mentally for a baby. And so the last month of my pregnancy, I just took it easy, got as much rest as I could because I knew after baby arrived home, I was not going to be able to rest as well as I would post baby. But yeah, so that was that. And then when baby was born, and I came home from the hospital, like the last thing on my mind was filming a YouTube video. I just was focusing on getting rest and recovering from giving birth and just soaking in that newborn stage with my baby, because newborn stage really flies by. Like it goes by too quickly. So I just wanted to soak it all in. I didn't want to miss not 1 second of it. And again, like I said, filming a video was like the last thing on my mind the first 2 months of her life. But I'm here now, ready to get started again, filming more videos. Doing YouTube videos is something I really enjoy doing, so I am looking forward in hopping back in and doing more videos for you guys and for myself, because I really enjoy it. I had another video planned to upload first, which I still am going to upload, but then I thought maybe I should start off with like an introduction video, because you know, not everyone here on YouTube follows me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to, I'll insert my handle. I do post there a lot. So not a lot of people on YouTube follow me on Instagram, I think. So I wanted to do an introduction video, introducing my baby to you guys. You can hear her in the background. I'm in her nursery right now and she's in her crib, just living her best life. So as I was saying, I wanted to do an introduction video. And before I introduce you guys to my baby, I did want to talk a little bit about my birth story, just because I unfortunately wasn't able to film the birth. There was so much going on, and my intentions were to do a birth vlog, but there was just so much happening that the last thing on my mind was to film, and everything just happened so unexpectedly. So I had a planned induction on July 30th. So I was scheduled to get induced July 30th. My appointment was to be at the hospital by 5 p.m. I did get there a little bit late because we left right on time from my house to the hospital. The hospital is literally like 5 minutes away. Everything was packed. We were ready. When we arrived to the hospital, I realized that I forgot my wallet at home and I didn't have my ID or my insurance card with me. It was like a facepalm moment. I was panicking because I really didn't want to be late. And I told my husband, I forgot my wallet. We had already taken our bags out of the cars, so we had to put everything back inside the car and drive back home. Again, I only live 5 minutes away, but still 5 minutes home, and then me having to go inside with my wallet. And then 5 minutes back to the hospital. I ended up getting to my appointment at 5:10, so I was 10 minutes late. And then when I got there, the receptionist took my information down and she signed me in. But then they had my name wrong, and they had me as my maiden name, and all my documents, as in like my insurance and ID, have my married last name, which is Delgado. And so the poor receptionist had to reprint all the forms with my now last name, and she had like my bracelets ready for me, like the little stickers and stuff, with my maiden name, so she had to reprint all of that too. It took her like, let's say 20 minutes to do all of that. She was finally able to reprint it, and then they took me and my husband to our room and we got settled in, put our stuff away. I got into my gown. I took off all my clothes, got into my gown. And I didn't end up getting like actually induced. Like the process didn't begin until I think it was 9 p.m. already. And that's when I finally got induced and I started getting my contractions. And I did not sleep the whole night that I was there. I did not sleep at all because the contractions were keeping me up, and they weren't that severe, but they were keeping me up, and I really couldn't sleep as hard as I tried. The next day, it was already like around noon when my contractions really started just getting worse and I wasn't dilating as fast as I should be. I made it all the way to 5 centimeters, close to 6, the doctor said, but I was stuck there for a very long time and I wasn't progressing, and it was starting to become very painful for me. And so the doctor would come in and check on me. Last time he checked on me was like 3 o'clock, I think. And he just told me that it wasn't looking great, that we could keep waiting to see if I opened up more, but that it looked like it was going to take a lot more time. And he said that if I went through it and I ended up having a vaginal birth, that it was going to be very painful for me because since the contractions were being forced, I wasn't opening up like I should be. It was causing me to have problems, and not only that, but it was stressing out my baby, and instead of my baby going down, she was, pulling away from it. She did not want to go down, so she was just going up, and I could feel her because I remember feeling like a sharp pain by my ribs, and I'm pretty sure that was like her foot or knee or something, and it was really painful. Like I was able to feel it really well, and if I put my hand over it, like I could feel her stabbing me in my ribs. So she was going up instead of going down because it was stressing her out. So my doctor was like, you know what, we recommend for you to just get a C-section. It's going to be easier and smoother instead of, having your baby vaginally. So when he told me this, obviously I was not expecting a C-section. I thought that I was going to be able to have her vaginally, but that wasn't the case. I listened to my doctor and I agreed and decided to go for the C-section. I did get the epidural, and I ended up getting the epidural before I knew I was getting a C-section, just because my contractions were getting so bad and I was nowhere close to being, where I had to be. So if I had to wait even more hours, I knew I wasn't going to be able to take it. So I gave in and I was like, just give me the damn epidural. So yeah, I ended up getting the epidural, and then I ended up needing to get a C-section. So on my way to get the C-section, they transferred me to another bed, and then they rolled me to the surgery room. I was so nervous, and I don't know why, because I know a lot of women that have had C-sections, and they have all told me their experience was really well and that it wasn't bad, and that people make it seem more extreme than what it really is. So like I knew that, but for some reason, still going into it, I was so nervous. And when I got into the surgery room, they transferred me to the bed where the C-section was going to be performed, and I was just so nervous, and they put the anesthesia in me, and next thing you know, I started shivering. Like I could not stop shaking, and I literally thought I'm gonna die. And I couldn't stop shaking. I just kept trembling, to the point that I looked up at the nurse that was with me, and I asked her, I'm like, is it normal to shake so much? And she just like patted my head, because I guess she could tell that I was like terrified. And she's like, yes, it's completely normal, like don't worry, you're fine. I was so scared. I really thought I was gonna die. I just wanted it to be over already. Like I just wanted my baby to be here already. And then next thing you know, I hear a baby crying, and I was just laying there, and I just remember thinking like, finally, like she's here. And the first thing the doctor told me was, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, she has so much hair. And I just like desperately wanted to see her already, but unfortunately I wasn't the first person to see her. I'm pretty sure I was the last person to see her, and because they took her to clean her up and all that, and to make sure that she was okay. And my husband, he went to go look at her, and I just remember like, because I'm like laying down and there's like this curtain in front of me, and I remember just like trying to like look to see if I can see, like peep her, but I couldn't see her because the curtain thingy was blocking. And so I was just laying there patiently, and they're fixing me back up, and I could feel that too. And it wasn't painful, but it was uncomfortable. And I just wanted it to be over already. Like, I just wanted to have my baby in my arms already. And then finally they brought her to me, and the nurse asked me if I wanted to do skin to skin, and I'm like, yes, please. So they put her on me, and it was just a magical moment. For everyone it's different, but for me it was a beautiful moment, and it was all worth it. When I saw her face, I was like everything just disappeared. Like every fear I had, you know, every thought that was going through my head, it just like disappeared when I saw her precious little face, and I was like, it was worth it. And yeah, it was the happiest moment ever. So yes, I had a C-section, and when I came home after giving birth, I, you know, had to take it easy, rest a lot so I could recover well and quickly. So the first 2 weeks were really rough. It was really rough. Not gonna lie, it was really difficult for me because, you know, I couldn't do anything. My baby would cry and I wasn't able to like jump out of bed and like run to her to see what was wrong. It was just really difficult, also because I'm the type of person that likes to do everything myself. Like, I wanted to dress her, I wanted to change her diaper. So it was really hard to just be there in bed and seeing my mom or my husband or whoever was there helping me out do it themselves, and I just had to like lay there. So yeah, it was pretty difficult the first 2 weeks, but after the first 2 weeks, things started to get better, and it's been 2 months later. I'm obviously a lot better now, and it's been amazing, and we are so in love with our little girl. So yeah, let me introduce her to you guys. Here she is. This is my baby. Say hi. Hi. Her name is Lovely June Delgado. First name Lovely, middle name June. And she is now 2 months old. So I wanted to do a little, I guess, an update on what she's accomplished throughout these 2 months. If you follow me on Instagram, I do monthly posts where I also put in there like her milestones, like what she's accomplished. But I also wanted to document it on here. So when she turned 1 month, she stopped wearing newborn clothes, sadly. She started transitioning into 0 to 3 month size clothing. She also started wearing size 1 diapers. She also started lifting her head. Like when I would hold her like this, she would like try to lift her head up. Right now she does it more confidently, but at 1 month she was starting to do that a little bit. And when she reached 1 month, she was also able to focus on her faces better, because obviously when she's a newborn she wasn't able to as much, but when she reached her 1 month, she was able to focus on us more. And she also loves looking at lights. At 1 month, that was like her favorite thing, looking at lights. And yeah, so that was 1 month. And she also weighed 9 pounds when she was 1 month old. 2 months, which she just turned 2 months on September 30th, she turned 2 months. At 2 months, she is now in size 3 to 6 months clothes. Some like bodysuits like these, she could still fit into 0 to 3 months, but it's mainly been 3 to 6 months. She's still in size 1 diapers. And her milestones for month 2 is that she can hold her head up more now. It's still a little like wobbly, but she does, like when I have her like how I just had her right now, she'll like keep her head up. And she's also doing really well with tummy time. I know most babies don't like doing tummy time, but she actually really enjoys it when we do it. And another thing she started doing this month was, or last month, was putting her hands in her mouth. She loves doing that. She loves sucking on her hands. She's able to make eye contact with us now. She like loves staring at us, and my husband and I will have conversations with her, and she's just so smiley and happy. Another thing she enjoys at 2 months old is sitting up, like how she is right now. She loves it. Or when I put her like against pillows, like she's in love with that. She's the happiest when she's like that. She's also, again, still into lights. She has this bouncer where I put her in, and it has like little lights above her, and she loves staring at them. What else? What else have you accomplished at 2 months? She can say mom. No, just kidding. Yeah, so that's my baby's update, and this is my baby. I wanted to introduce her to you guys before I start doing anything else, just because, again, like I said before, maybe not a lot of people here on YouTube follow me on Instagram, so some of you guys might not even know what she looks like, so I wanted to introduce her to you guys, and this is her, my little lovely June. So yeah, so I'm going to try to get better at filming videos. My next video, I'll try to have it a week from now. I'm planning to do my favorite baby things, like favorite baby items, things that you need. And if you guys have any requests for any other videos, just let me know and I'd be happy to make them for you guys. It doesn't just have to be baby related. Before having a baby, I used to love doing fashion related videos, but I'm open to anything, whatever you guys want to see from me, definitely let me know. And yeah, that is all for today, right? And I'm gonna try to do these monthly updates every month. I'll try to do like a short little video to talk about like what she has accomplished each month. So the next one should be by the end of this month. She turns a new month each last day of the month. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being patient with me. I know I went MIA for a while, and I thank you guys so much for your love and support. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you guys want to see more updates of my day-to-day life. And yeah, we'll see you guys in our next video. Right? Bye. Say bye.